Today's video is all about natural treatments for estrogen dominance. So let's get going. Hi ladies, welcome back to Fertility Mom. I'm a functional advanced practice nurse helping women from all over the world heal their fertility and have happy, healthy babies, no matter where they are on their journey or how old they are. So if you like that kind of stuff, make sure you give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, and hit the little bell notification so that you know when I upload new content every week. I did a video about estrogen dominance, causes and symptoms a couple of weeks ago, and I had so many of you reach out to me about what's going on with you and your story and asking me questions about treatment that I had to follow it up with the treatment video as well. But before we get into that, I want to let you know that before the end of this year, I'm going to hold one more live virtual fertility workshop with me. So if you're interested in getting on with me, asking me questions, telling me what's happening with you, and getting real fertility strategy that you can start implementing right away, then head down to that first pinned comment or the description box below, register for the next upcoming live fertility workshop with me, and you'll get all of that cool stuff. So one of the ways in which we can have too much estrogen in the body is if it's coming in from outside sources. This is from things like food, water, body products, plastics. These are things that are all around us that we use in our everyday lives, and they actually have an input into our endocrine or our hormonal system, and they put in some extra estrogens for us. We don't want to have that. We don't want to burden the system with those extra estrogens. So the first part is to prevent all of that from happening. So you're going to want to have a diet that is mostly comprised of whole and unprocessed foods, organic, pasture-raised, grass-fed, wild-caught when possible. Conventional meats and fishes have a lot of hormones and pesticides in them that we want to avoid. You're also going to want to look at your body products that you're using. The Think Dirty app is great. The Environmental Working Group has a great app as well that you can look at your products through to figure out what you need to be switching things to, what's in your product line or in your regimen already that has a lot of stuff in there. Then you can start to pare down and see what you can change. And you're going to want to ditch plastics. No more drinking from plastic water bottles, no more warming things up in plastic containers. Those kinds of things do need to go. And then that helps a lot in decreasing that extra estrogen that's coming from outside. It prevents that from getting into your body and burdening your liver. And speaking of your liver, this is actually a very, very important system for natural fertility, for natural hormone balance, and keeping your estrogen level where it's supposed to be for your body. Now, I go into great detail on this in my live fertility workshop. So if you're truly trying to have a 2023 baby, please register for that class so that I can help you understand what to do for this specific thing. I'll just give you a couple of things right now, but if you really want the full story, definitely hit that masterclass, okay? So the liver needs a ton of things to do what it needs to do to help keep that estrogen in balance. One of the things you're going to want to make sure you do is eat enough protein throughout the day. 60 grams is your absolute minimum for the day. It's your absolute minimum. Many of you are going to need much, much higher than that, but some of you are only eating 30, 40, maybe 50 grams of protein a day. It's just not enough. You have to bump up the protein for your liver. It needs that amino acid profile to do certain things. Another thing you're really going to want to do is increase your green leafy vegetables, especially your cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and Brussels sprouts and things like that. These actually help to bind up your estrogen and helps get rid of that way too. But if you really want to know more about liver, definitely hit that description box or that pinned comment and register for the class. Another really important system for natural hormone balance, especially in estrogen dominance, is your gut. Now, if there's any imbalance in the gut bacteria, this can cause a pretty bad dysbiosis. It can cause a lot of different health problems, inflammation, autoimmunity issues, or infections. If you're dealing with a lot of immune problems, then you probably have a gut issue going on. But in terms of your hormone balance and estrogen, if you have gut bacteria that are really, really imbalanced, okay, it's called gut dysbiosis. Those bad bacteria actually make something called beta-glucuronidase. And beta-glucuronidase unwraps the packages that your liver puts bad estrogen in. It unwraps those packages before you're able to eliminate them, and it releases the estrogen back out into your body. So your body has to deal with it all over again. So it's kind of this vicious cycle that can't be undone until you deal with that gut dysbiosis or that imbalance in your gut bacteria. Now, taking a probiotic is not enough to take care of that whole problem. It's really a 360 plan. We have to do lots of different things for that. But one thing that you can do to help in the immediate, to help decrease that estrogen dominance, to help decrease that estrogen level, is to take something called calcium D-glucarate. That helps decrease your beta-glucuronidase. It decreases the amount of unpackaging that stuff can do and allows for elimination of the estrogen properly. Now, of course, that's kind of a little bit of a Band-Aid fix for the moment while you deal with the gut dysbiosis and the imbalance, because that does take a little bit of time to fix, but that is an option for you to use. Another really important thing that you want to do, especially if you're having constipation issues along with estrogen dominant symptoms, is making sure you're getting enough fiber. So you want to make sure you're getting 25 to 30 grams of fiber per day through whole and unprocessed food sources. You don't want to just eat a bar of fiber or take a drink of fiber. You want to be getting it through whole unprocessed food sources, 25 to 30 grams minimum. Now, of course, a lot of women with estrogen dominance are told, hey, just lose some weight and it'll go away, because estrogen is stored in fat cells. So the more fat cells that you have, or the more weight that you're carrying, the more estrogen you have in your body. Now, that's true. However, when you're trying to conceive, there's a right way to lose weight and there's a wrong way to lose weight. We don't want to lose weight where we're damaging eggs and we're causing fertility damage and all that kind of stuff. We want to make sure that the way that we lose weight is in support of our fertility, in support of our egg quality, and all of those good things. So when it comes to losing weight, you want to make sure that we're actually hitting all of these other systems. When you start to care for all of these other systems in the correct way, weight loss actually becomes easy. It comes off naturally. So I've had lots of students who have had to lose 70 pounds or more. And rather than concentrating on losing weight, we concentrated on all of these other systems, how to really get those into balance. And the weight just kind of comes off on its own, and it becomes a much more enjoyable experience that way. But we're also really supporting your fertility along the way. So I do talk about this in the Fertility Masterclass, the Fertility Workshop. Hit down below, register for that class. And that's all for me today, ladies. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. Definitely give me a like, subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell notification, and I hope to see you on my live fertility workshop. Bye.